we offer boarding, grooming, and daycare. The boarding never did close, but of course with the stay-at-home order, there's not many people traveling. So we do offer that service. We just don't have any boarders at this point. We reopened our grooming and our daycare last Tuesday. So those are the main services right now. We're not doing training at this point, puppy classes, adolescent classes, because that involves both the owner and their pet. Actually, this time of year, this is when our busy season begins. We closed the week before spring break. Therefore, I think we canceled about 35 to 37 boarding appointments. And those boarding appointments ranged, between 7 and 10 days. So that took the hardest hit, was our boarding appointments. And then after spring break, that's when our boarding continues to be full. So that is one of the 4 services that we offer, and it's probably the largest service that we offer. So that's where we got hit the most. Now, since we've reopened, we do have daycare dogs, but we have maybe 40 to 45% of what we had before. Our services have changed, yes. While we are reopened, we are keeping our lobby and our office closed to the public. So what that looks like is we will go out to the customer's vehicle, provide that curbside drop off and pick up, where we would bring their dog into the facility. Therefore, there's no customers that are coming in contact other than when we go out to their vehicle. We do wear our mask and our gloves. Most of the dogs are in the back seat. Therefore, we can go to the passenger side back seat where the owner is in the front seat. So we're keeping that distance there, and then taking the dog out of the vehicle prior to walking in. And that's the same for our daycare services as well. We go out to the vehicle, we bring that dog inside. And then when the customers come for pickup, we take that payment over the phone. So we're not transferring credit cards. We're not accepting cash or check at this time. Again, just the less that we transfer person to person, the better. We've actually got 4 new customers as far as daycare goes since we opened. There's a lot of pandemic puppies out there, I think. And so they're looking for daycare. So we've had customers that have reached us through email and also phone calls. So that process is the same, other than the fact that we aren't providing those tours at this point. Now we can do a live tour with our phone and provide that or a FaceTime with the customer and walk around the facility and show them the areas that the dogs would be in. Our outside area is pretty visible from the parking lots. They can get a good idea of what that looks like. But since we are keeping our lobby and our office closed, they would not be able to come in and actually see the facility. But everything else is the same. They still fill out our new registration form, our new release form. They bring updated shot records. If at all possible, we try to have those emailed to us, our forms and the shot records. There again, just the less transferring of paper, the better. Some don't have that printing capability, so we do also take the paperwork from them there at the facility. So while we're still taking new appointments, it's just a little bit different because we can't provide that one-on-one tour and getting to know the customer as much as we would in a normal situation. We're still doing exactly what we were doing before. We play with the dogs, hug on the dogs. We do everything that we've done prior to this pandemic. So we can't thank the customers and the support that we've got from this town enough. When we did close our doors, I'll be honest, it was a pretty scary time. not knowing what was going to happen and what would happen to our business. Being a small business, it doesn't take long to feel the effects of that. So we should have known that this town would rally together and do what they could to support Speedway small businesses. But it's just really been a nice comfort feeling knowing that there's so many out there. We had people that reached out while we were closed, whether it was an email or a text or a private message, just wanting to know how we were and how the business was doing. And not when are you going to open? When can I get my dog in? It was pure concern for us. And also checking, to see if all of our employees were safe and healthy. So that was pretty special for us too. But since we've opened, we're still getting the phone calls and the texts and the messages saying, we're going to get in there just as soon as we can, and so the support's been great. It's been awesome.